back to my channel. How are you all today? And thank God it's Friday. Do you guys have any plans for today? Like going to the club? What are you guys up to for this weekend? I would really like to know. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about average cost of living in original Queensland for a family of 5. And before I get into it, I would like to thank all my subscribers. You guys are the bomb. I see you all. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for sharing my channel, liking my channel, and also commenting on my channel. And if you're first time here, or you're just passing by, or you're just seeing this video for the first time, welcome to this small family. My name is Uche. I am a Nigerian mom living in Queensland, Australia. In this my channel, I share our family experience, traveling together, cooking together, doing all sorts of fun things together as a family. I also bring news about immigration. Anything that has to do with Australia immigration, I will be posting it in my channel. Like I said in my other video, I love food, so I like cooking a lot. So you'll be seeing me showcasing more of my foodie aspect of it. So join me, let's grow this channel together. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, like, share, and click on the notification bell so anytime I post any video, you will be the first to Today's video would be all about average cost of living for a family of 5 coming to Australia for the first time, and also going to regional area. And I'm using Queensland because I live in Queensland, so I'm going to use Queensland, especially Toowoomba, as a case study. In Australia, you pay rent weekly, so I'm going to be using weekly budget to give you the lowdown. And I'm also holding a book because you might see me looking down once in a while. I am not a computer, so I don't know everything. I'll just be, expo to get to it and make sure that I gave you guys the accurate. So the first one is rent. An average rent in Toowoomba for a 3-bedroom unit, you can call it an apartment. Some people call it an apartment, or some people call it flat. But in Australia, they call it units. You have unit A, unit B, and the rest. So an average cost can be from 300 to 350. You can also see for 80, depending on the area or suburb where you want to rent. An average area with low crime rates, I would say you would keep 320 to 350. So let's assume that we will pay 320. Assumption. So let's leave it as 320 for a 3-bedroom apartment for a family of 5, being husband, wife, and 3 children. It's grocery shopping. I would say for us, because we are also family of 5, we spend $300 a week for grocery. And this grocery is strictly fruits, veggies, milk, bread, junk, school stuff like poppers, chips, and all that. They are all incorporated to this $300 a week. So for transportation, I would advise, if you're coming as a family, to budget for a car. And about living in a regional area is you don't have much choice when it comes to transportation, unlike people living in the city. Like city people, they have ferry, they have trains, they have trams, but us here in the regional area, we only have buses. And by the time the bus will go from this route to the other route, you might end up going to work or going to wherever you're going to very late. Important is that you have a car, especially for people coming with children. If you're single or coming alone, yes, you can use the bus till whenever you can afford a car. I have never used the bus in Toowoomba. Not that I don't want to, but I got the information on time, so we saved towards buying a smaller car till when we settled, then we can buy whatever we felt that it's our kind of car. You know what I mean? Few people that I know that have used buses here. So buses in Toowoomba will charge you $6 for one way. Yeah. So for a week it will be like $42. And for a family that would really want to have a car, it depends on your pockets. You can get a car as low as $1,500 and as high as $40,000. Tell you that whatever car you buy, please make sure that your car have roadworthiness is to show that the car is movable, it's in good condition. So the seller have to give you that because you have to use it as well to go to the transport office to register the car that you bought as fairly used. So be sure to look out for roadworthiness whenever you're buying. Next I'm going to talk about is petrol. For both of our cars, we spend like $40 a week to fill our car. Mine doesn't consume much fuel like that, so both of us for a week we spend like $40 for petrol. The next one is car radio. So car radio is registration of your car, and there's a mandatory third-party insurance included on that registration and some other things. Because a friend of mine moved to Tasmania and she was shocked that Tasmania radio, some people call it radio, I was calling it Rego, and they said it's radio, so it's car registration that is even cheaper in some states than in Queensland. So in Queensland we pay $379 for 6 months. You can either pay for 6 months or you can pay for 1 year. So we opted for 6 months. So for each person we pay $63 a week for car radio. The next one is car insurance. Please, 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 if you have a car, you must have a car insurance. Even if not for anything, you can do third-party car insurance because it's really, really, really important. I will tell you guys a story. When we got here in 2018, even though I have insurance background, I messed up. I would say that I really messed up. Because the car I got when we came here was cheap, I felt, oh, it doesn't want anything, so why should I do insurance? So we only did for my husband's car. Guess what? I went to my famous Sunday market to buy my food as a foodie now, and I hit someone's car, and I didn't know. I think I was reversing back and I thought I hit the car at my back. Fear of the unknown. I did not know that I left my leg on the accelerator and I was busy hitting the one in my front. I was saying, blood of Jesus, oh my, go back. So at the end of the day, they thought I was drunk. They thought I was having everything. To cut the whole story short, I learned from my mistake because I was fined $5,000 to pay back for the car. Don't be like Uche. Get your insurance. For insurance, $27.50 weekly for both of our cars. What I'm going to talk about is health insurance. You need health insurance when you come here. Even if you have permanent residence and you have your Medicare card, not everything in your Medicare card you can pay. So it's good, even if you have your Medicare card, to also have a private insurance. So for us, we added some things to our private insurance. We added like dentals, opticians, and some other personal stuff to it. There are various companies with their different health insurance. As a student, you might have done one back home. Some come here and still take up another one. So health insurance is from $340 to $350 thereabout. So weekly we pay like $87.50 for our health insurance. Like I said, you mustn't take everything because they will show you all the things it's covered. The things you think you don't need, you can remove them. But the most important thing is you need ambulance, because if anything happened to you, you need an ambulance to take you to the hospital. Next one is phone recharge. That's our recharge card. We pay $20 weekly for both our recharge cards, and they allow us to call US, Canada, the whole Europe, UK, South Africa. That's about it. If you want to call Nigeria, you have to pay more. The next one, electricity. The lowest we've had for electricity is like $450 to $700. Because during winter we use the heater, we use the warm blankets. You know, you have box. So during summer you have not heating anymore, but cooling your house and all that. So we get $450 when the weather is balanced, and the highest is $700, like I said. So if it's $450, $750 and it is 700, we're paying like 58.50. This 450 or 700 is quarterly, please. Another thing about regional area, you don't have much companies that compete with each other when it comes to like gas, electricities and all that. So here we have only one company servicing the whole Toowoomba. So yeah, no be here. So you can opt to be paying your electricity bill monthly, you can opt to pay quarterly. So this amount that I put here, it's for quarterly pay. One again, it's gas. For our gas, the highest we've gotten is like $200. All this thing I'm saying, it depends on family size, how much you cook, how much light you burn. That's why I said in an average. But because we are family of 5, I am just closely related to what we are paying. You know what I mean? So it's all like for weekly, it would be $16.75 is what we are paying for gas. So if you like, they do all one bit every day, your guys' fee would be up, so you tend to manage it well. Then the next one is the water bill. Our water bill comes from our real estate, and it comes every 6 months. So the highest we've gotten for water bill is $200 for 6 months, and they would allow you also split it to like 2 or 3 installmental if you talk to them. If you're Baba or Mama Udowo, that's cash madam, you can pay everything. For water bill, we pay like $8.50 weekly for water. And I said it comes every 6 months. That means we pay twice in a year. And the next one is internet. Everyone uses smart TV now. With all this internet to connect to your TV, you need internet to use your laptops and phone, except you want to just depend on only your phone. The one we use, we pay like $70 a month. So whenever we're in our house, we just off our phone data and use the internet home, Wi-Fi at home to, you know, sure, we don't even need to off. It picks it immediately and everything start working. So we for that $70, that means every week we pay like $17.50 for our internet. To eat out like once in a week in expensive restaurant like Thai or Chinese, or ordering food or going there to eat, it will cost us $100 to $120 a week to eat out for a family of 5. It's good to take the family out for another one. It's if we're buying like McDonald's for the family. Yes, sometimes I'm lazy to actually cook, especially on Fridays like that. I will just order macas for everyone. So a family pack of McDonald's or Hungry Jacks or whatever those kind of meals for family would cost us like $40, and it comes with drinks as well. So we spend that, and it's not all the time. Yep, when I am lazy. Next one is going to the cinemas. Like new movies coming out, your children will not allow you to be, so you take them out once in a while. We go once in a while to watch a movie as a family of 5, and per person it's like $16. Sometimes they give a discount for students, cost us including popcorn and drink. You know, there's no cinema without popcorn. That will cost us $100 or $120 a week to go to the cinema. That's once a week. So these are all the average costs of family of 5 living in a regional Queensland. And this one is not among it, but I just want to mention it for maybe families that have children or planning to come with children, especially young children or young teenagers. It's about schooling. So Australian school, they have 4 terms here. I don't know why they have 4 terms. When every other school is going on Christmas holiday to resume early January, Australia is actually going for their long holiday that other people go during July to September. It's from December to ending January, their own long term, where they enter new class. So if you have baby or baby that is still going to crèche in Queensland or in Toowoomba will cost you $100 to $105 a day. However, if you have childcare benefits and you're not earning up to a salary, you get like a subsidy, and it might be like $80 a day. If you don't have any of the childcare benefits, you pay 100 to 105 a day childcare. Also, if you can't afford child family daycare, it's also a registered daycare but owned by individual. You can bring your child to their house, so make sure you go. If you're in this category and you want to use something like that, make sure that you call the body that is in charge of the family daycare and get to know the daycare wherever you want to live, and find out how much they are going to charge. During my time, my son was like 3 years then, so I put him in family daycare. I was paying $7 per hour. But right now, a friend of mine said it's now $10 per hour. Some of the family daycares will tell you to pay for 8 hours, and some will tell you to do pay as you go. So it's all left for you to figure that out, and the one that is best for that family. The hours you put your child in care, that's what you will pay. So if you leave your child for 3 hours, you pay for that 3 hours. While some will tell you, no, we have to do 8 hours, whether your child is there for 8 hours or not. So you have to know the one that is best for your family. The next one is Kindy, that's kindergarten. Kindergarten here starts at 4 years. Your child has to be 4 years before your child can go to Kindy. And Kindy here in Toowoomba, to be precise, can be from 1,000 to 3,000 depending on your pocket. And it's run by private schools, so it's not like anything public school. So you figure out your pockets, the one that is suitable for your family. If you have a child that is like 4 years and it has to go Queensland, whether you're a 491 visa holder or permanent resident, you're coming into Queensland, you can take your child to school for free, and it has to be a public school. You don't pay any school fees. You only do your documentation, buy school uniform, buy the books, and your child starts. Yeah. I don't know whether this applies to student visa as well, but any skilled migrant visa holders and you're coming to Queensland and you're choosing public school, your child doesn't need to pay a dime. If you want your child to go to a private school, you would pay. And private school differs from 1,200 to 5,000, so it depends on your pocket as well. For high school as well, the same thing. So this public school I'm talking about is for primary school and secondary school, that's high school. And if you opt for private school, you would pay even in high school as well. Private school for high schools, you would keep as much as 1,300 to 4,500 a term. And remember, I said school here is 4 terms, so you can calculate that and know how much it will be for you. Or you want your children to start with public school till when you normalize, get a job, start making money, then you can now move them to whatever school or whatever thing you prefer. For an average of family of 5 living in regional Queensland, you'll be paying like 1,333.75 weekly, including every other thing minus childcare, school and all that, but groceries and every other thing, eating out, cinemas, fuel and all that are all incorporated to this 1,333.75. Yep, that's 133.75. At the end of this video, I hope you guys learned 1 or 2 things in this video. I hope this would help anyone trying to come to regional Queensland to plan ahead, and I hope you got 1 or 2 information from this my video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with someone, because you never know who would be planning to come to Queensland and will be saving a soul. And I will also see you in my next video. See ya.